Hello and welcome to today's webinar on an introduction to our PMP prep course. Check us out on www.kuebikoglobal.com. We offer a variety of information technology courses and interview preparation packages. But before we get into specifics of these certifications, let us first understand the limitations and benefits of certification. Certifications do have some value. For starters, they offer industry recognition. The content in the certification offers a framework to execute the various responsibilities of the role. They also help you form peer groups for professional development. However, there are some very serious limitations. A certification by itself is never valued during interviews over job skills or experience. The material in most certifications is extremely generic and vague. You cannot directly apply them to everyday job situations. They merely offer high-level guidance. For example, on a regular day, a project manager might have to create management reports, oversee production migrations, negotiate with development managers, and offer input in functional architecture of applications. None of this is part of the PMP certification. The certification is strictly about an academic framework of project management. So let us be very clear at the outset that certifications are for those who already have work experience in that field. People that are looking to change careers or find a job should look at some of our foundational or job-oriented courses to start their careers. The Project Management Professional, also called PMP, is an industry-recognized certificate for project management. This is offered by an organization called the Project Management Institute, or PMI. Even before applying to take the exam, the prerequisites needed are 4,500 hours of actual verifiable project management experience and 35 hours of verifiable project management education if you have a 4-year degree. If you do not have a 4-year degree, then 7,500 hours of project management work is required. It is a computer-based exam that consists of 200 multiple-choice questions to be completed in 4 hours. The exam costs $405 for PMI members and $555 for non-PMI members. The exam is based on a book by PMI called PM Book of Knowledge. They have divided project management into 5 practice areas and 10 knowledge areas. For each chapter, the various actions done by a project manager have been divided as process inputs and outputs. The exam questions are lengthy scenarios where you need to figure out the best possible answer based purely on the content of the PM Book of Knowledge and not from regular work experience. The certification is valid only for 3 years, after which you have to recertify by taking the exam again or by showing 60 educational development units. The picture is the essence of the entire hundreds of pages of the PM Book of Knowledge on which the PMP exam is based. This is the framework around which the PMBOK writers expect you to conduct the practice of project management. The first level is the 5 chronological phases that they have divided a typical project into as shown on the top horizontal row. Note that this applies regardless of whether you follow Agile style or Waterfall style development life cycle. So any project first needs to be initiated, then planned for, then execution begins, you control and monitor activities during the execution, and finally it has to be closed. I do explain this in our webinar on Project Management 101 as well. Now, on the vertical column on the left, you will see the 9 different knowledge areas. These knowledge areas are 1. Integration, which deals with the interactions between various project components. 2. Scope management, which is all about controlling the business requirements for the project. 3. Time management. This is about ensuring on-time delivery. 4. Cost management. This is a very critical aspect of managing budgets given to a project manager. 5. Quality management. This is about ensuring that there are minimum or acceptable levels of defects in the final product. 6. Human resources. This, as the name suggests, is about managing people. 7. Communications, which is a key aspect of being a project manager as the job is almost 75% communication. 8. Risk management, to be proactively looking for what can go wrong with the project and mitigating it. 9. Procurement management. This is especially applicable if you are working with a vendor. Each knowledge area has processes that are spread across one or more project phases. There are 47 such processes. Each process has inputs, outputs, and techniques that are used. A lot of people are intimidated by the sheer amount of material that the PMBOK has. To make things worse, it is dry, boring, and does not lend itself to memorization very easily. We believe that actually memorizing everything is not necessary to pass the exam. Our recommendations are as follows. First, qualify for the exam and get a date. That will ensure that you work towards clearing the exam with a definite plan. Without a date, it's easy to get into a procrastination mode. Second, read through the PMBOK once. The book is free for those who purchase our course. We understand that it's excruciatingly boring, but do read it once to get a sense of what the PMP is. Third, take our course next online or real-time. We try to make it more fun than the PMBOK and explain all the different concepts you need to clear the exam. We make maximum use of graphics and visuals so that students can remember the material easily. Make sure that you take our practice questions along the way because there are certain patterns to the questions, and taking practice questions ensures that you get the pattern. Fourth, when you feel reasonably comfortable with the material, take mock exams. We provide 4 that simulate the real exam. This is an absolutely necessary step as it tells you how well you are placed to actually clear the PMP. Once you are consistently scoring 60% or better on the mock exams, you can attempt the real one. Fifth, and finally, take the test on the exam day and get your PMP certification. Thank you for listening to this webinar. We hope you found it useful. To know more about the course, call us at 201-340-4718 or check us out on the web at www.kuebikoglobal.com. We offer a variety of information technology courses and interview preparation packages. Feel free to email us to schedule a live demo webinar. Thank you once again, and do check out our other videos.